Hey, what's going on? I'm Dawson.
And I'm Denise.
And welcome back to the Dawson and Denise Show, where today we're talking about oral sex. Is it safe or not?
I'm thinking, just like with any other sex, depending on the amount of partners you have, because the more partners, there's a risk to anything you may do.
Okay, there's a risk to anything you may do, but oral sex is safer than anal sex, than vaginal sex, and you know, there are a lot of people who participate in that because they think that if they have oral sex, they're still virgins. Kind of on the same line of
the anal sex we talked about.
Correct,
before.
correct.
But my thing is this: if you're performing oral sex, like people usually do, and they eat the disease and they do all that, then next thing you know, they're putting on a condom.
Okay, and you say eat the disease.
Or
explain that.
It,
explain that.
Or suck it. Whatever one you want to do. I'm just saying, you do all this stuff and you don't protect yourself in that aspect, but yet and still, which I'm not saying is wrong. I'm glad you still do put on a condom, but I'm just saying we still need to protect ourselves in that aspect.
And the reason why we're talking about this subject, because around the United States, and there had been on different talk shows where people had talked about adolescents who participate in oral sex and rainbow parties, meaning that a lot of them, you know, did things in groups, you know, participating in different types of risky behavior. And oral sex is a risky behavior, especially when you're doing it with so many different people.
Right, like at a party, like you just said.
Yeah, at a rainbow party. So it's something that, you know, it's weird to those who don't believe in it. And there are a lot of people who don't believe in it.
What do you mean weird?
There are a lot of people who think that should not be a part of a married couple's sexual habits.
Ever?
There are some people who believe that. Yeah, they're organized people.
Ew.
Yeah. What do you mean, ew? I mean, I'm not gonna talk for no, you know, experience or anything.
Why would you want that in your?
Hey, some people just believe strictly in missionary position. That's how God wants it.
And those are the same ones that probably, when we go into our next subject next week, like to chop off the clitoris and things of that nature because they believe sex is only for creation.
We'll save that for next time.
Yeah, we will.
But oral sex, we're talking about these topics because we're leading up to something on World AIDS Day when we're going to talk about, you know, safer sex prevention and put everything all together. Oral sex is a lower risk for HIV/AIDS, but you still can contract other STDs such as herpes, chlamydia, syphilis, in the mouth and in the throat, from having oral sex. So it's something that should not be...
Let me clear my throat. No, just...
Let me clear my throat. Whatever. No, but it's something that has to be taken seriously because a lot of people are doing it more because they're considering it not to be real sex, but it's a form of sex. It's oral sex, orally with your mouth.
Now let's talk about people contracting diseases from the person that is giving it with their bad hygiene, oral hygiene.
Yeah.
When you have people that have gingivitis, you have people that don't brush their teeth, you have people that, I don't know, just all type of things in the mouth.
Yeah, a lot of that plays a huge part in it. So you want to make sure that whomever you're with at that point, that you know you're covering all bases. And don't be afraid to talk to people and ask people. And if you see something that looks a little weird, I'm serious, people be like, or green. No, but if you see something that looks weird...
No, thank you. Don't perform it.
Yeah, I mean, seriously. If you see something that looks weird, you know, hey, what's that? Turn on the lights. A lot of people catch STDs because they don't turn on the lights. All you have to do, turn on the lights. Some diseases...
turn on your nose. It shouldn't
your
smell.
senses, yeah.
It shouldn't smell bad.
It should. It people got problems. No, it shouldn't.
Yeah, they need to go get that checked out.
People, you know, you're crazy, man. No, it shouldn't smell bad. Everything should be clean. But the thing is that some people, when they have, like I've talked about before, erotic phobia, when they're in a situation where they haven't, you know, you haven't planned for yourself to be in these events, so you get in the car, the back seat of a car, you're in a dark room or in a dark place, and then you just letting everything rip. But you have to understand, when it rips, it really is going to rip it's going to rip, seriously. So protect yourself, understand the risk, and don't be
afraid.
Don't be afraid, man. I mean, because you're going to do it anyway.
If you see
you're going to do it.
Just don't go over the bump and still do it. Ask what this bump is for.
And exactly, because a lot of people, you know, and I've talked to people personally who have been in situations, sexual situations, when they were with partners and they, you know, have said, you know, well, you know, it looked like this or that's weird or blah, blah, blah. and you know they did it anyway. But it's like, come on, for real, you did it with this person.
Serious.
Yeah,
it's not that serious.
It's not that serious. I remember speaking with a girl, and she contracted HPV from this guy, and when she told the guy she had contracted it from him because up until that point she had only slept with him for like 3 years. He was like, no, it wasn't me, blah, 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 blah. But she told me, she was like, I saw different things that were wrong, but I didn't question him. And my thing was, I didn't jump on her about it. I was just like, as a person who's allowing someone to be that intimate with you, you should, sex is a big form of intimacy. You have a right to ask. And when you're entering somebody's body or somebody's entering your body, are y'all going to brush up on bodies? You have a right to know what's going on. So don't be afraid. Ask questions, and if you have a problem, talk to your physician or the health department about it, because it's just that serious.
Yes, it is. So oral, anal, whichever way you want to do it, just protect yourself and others.
Yeah, and another thing, stop watching pornos and stuff like that, trying to determine if you got the skills and if you could do it like this.
But my thing is this, if it's going to bring spice into your relationship, why not? Because trust me, your man wants a lady in the streets and a freak in the sheets. But all I'm saying, with all this different kind of technology and the internet, you could basically, I mean, our teenagers, our kids, you know, even adults, they're finding new ways to do all exciting things, and they're looking at people who are so-called professional, and these professional people, I guess they know what they're doing, and then people... We can learn, though.
You can learn, but I mean, if you've been with somebody for a month, I mean, you gonna do your professional tricks on them? I mean, you ain't even...
If you want to keep them.
See, that's it too. If everybody trying to keep people, so they want to be porn stars, amateur porn stars, man.
I don't see anything wrong with
I don't see, but I just, people go...
Regardless of what we do, we just keep saying you have to educate yourself. You have to know
Wait a
how
minute,
to
you don't see nothing wrong with that? You don't see nothing...
Nope. Nope.
All I'm saying is that, remember, I mean, it's good. I think it's good just to be with one person. A lot of people don't agree with that.
Okay, I agree to be with that one person, but you can flip off the ceiling fans. You can come in there on a homemade pole and do your dances for them. What's wrong with that?
There's nothing wrong with that, but what I'm saying is that a lot of people are watching adult entertainment. They're going to strip clubs, and they're seeing people give full service and do everything. And if that's what they do, hey, do you. But I'm just saying, when it comes to like normal people who are not in that social circle of those freaky sex parties, you seeing these people do this on a video.
How do you learn to dance? You watch the dance.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
I understand you saying, well, do you understand where I'm coming from? What I'm saying? Why
totally
can't I
understand.
do that for my man if that's what?
Yeah, but you got one man. That's what I'm saying. I'm talking about people who have multiple men or multiple women.
Well, that goes for just doing a regular position. You shouldn't do it.
Yeah, it goes for that too. But people think that oral sex is low. Oh, I ain't gonna get this from it, so I'm gonna go wild. I'm just gonna go have a smorgasbord. I'm just gonna do it because I can't get nothing. But you can get something, and that's what we're basically trying to say is that everything everybody else can do, sometimes it's not good for you to do, and you got to make those decisions for yourself. We ain't trying to preach to you.
But if you want to learn for that one special somebody, knock yourself out.
Knock yourself out.
Yep.
Close us out, man, since you got so much to say. I can't believe it.
And do. But thank you for watching another exciting, educating edition. Hairball show of the Dawson Denise show. Thank you.
No, them gnats out here. I ain't them gnats. Hey, I'm cool, man. The girl I'm with, she cool. Anyway, talk to y'all later. Be safe. Peace.